Hi, welcome to this esteemed mainstream media institution. I'll be your supervising editor on the theory that having produced good journalistic work in the past, I will be a good manager of people.
Excellent. I've enjoyed the work you do here for years, and I look forward to producing some top-notch journalism.
Wicked. Great attitude. Just super. Of course, our job duties are more numerous than they once were.
What do you mean?
The internet has really changed this industry, and no one is exempt. New hires are expected to contribute to the website.
Of course. I took the digital media in journalism school.
And you'll be required to engage with the audience via live chats and social media.
Social media?
Especially Twitter. Our social media consultants tell us its conversion rates are quite impressive.
So I just send my followers links promoting my work?
Oh no, you've got to embrace the medium. Build followers by cultivating a pithy persona and showcasing your personality. Authenticity is key. If you can, try being provocative. Maybe even mix in a few personal tweets.
Like an opinionated insight into a topic I'm covering?
Oh no, you must never show any bias. You're a journalist.
So I should tweet about something other than my work?
Well, it should relate to your beat. You need to be part of that online conversation. On the interwebs. We need you to make us a part of it. And drive traffic.
But without expressing any opinions of my own? Maybe you could give me examples of people who have crossed the line?
That CNN reporter who expressed sadness at the death of a terrorist. That really upset conservatives.
Wait. So I am not supposed to express any opinion, or just opinions, that might upset an ideological group?
I'll send you a column by our ombudsman that touches on that. The particulars are less important than making sure we never compromise our bedrock values.
Which are?
Accuracy. Balance. Objectivity.
Okay, so who uses Twitter really well?
Someone like Eric Erickson, for example. He really understands social media, even in the Tea Party demographic, which is a tough audience for us.
Didn't he tweet that David Souter is a goat-fucking child molester?
Yes, because he does opinion, not reporting.
Could you explain the relevance of the distinction?
When in doubt, just run your tweet by an editor, who can give you tips about whether it's appropriate, and help make sure you're striking the right spontaneous tone. We are thinking about running blog posts through an editor too.
But not live chats?
That would be impossible.
So why do it with blog posts?
It's a matter of maintaining our standards. And avoiding the perception of bias.
Is that different than avoiding actual bias?
Of course. For example, Howard Kurtz would never tweet that CNN is the best damned cable news network because it would create the perception of bias. But so long as he doesn't say something like that, it's okay for him to cover the media beat and maintain a lucrative gig at a major player on his beat. Were he to write disparaging emails about Matt Drudge, on the other hand, everything might change.
Wouldn't it be easier to just judge the quality of his work?
Indeed. His work is quite good. But it's more complicated than that.
Off the record, could you just sum things up for me in clear language?
James Poulos said it best at Ricochet, your competing pressures are, and I quote, to be witty, quick, ironic, noticeable, flip, to dispatch every clay pigeon tossed up by a culture pandemic with pigeons, but also to self-edit, to self-moderate, to be reticent at the right time, to pussyfoot expertly, to pick battles, to avoid perils, to besmirch rarely, to duck blame, to satisfy spectral overseers. End quote. Also, don't piss off culture warriors, is my advice. See Auden.
And on the record?
Indiscretions, especially on charged or contested topics, risk confusing readers, and providing ammunition to critics who say we're agenda-driven. We owe it to our audience to avoid that.
Doesn't this make pursuit of the truth subservient to the often irrational complaints of our staunchest, most politically opportunistic critics?
Some interested parties believe that even the managers implementing these standards at this very organization understand that they are incoherent and doomed to epic failure.
I see what you did there.